pressed the button on accident and I cut off the video, so this will have to be two. But we're still in this bathroom on the first floor of 1202 James. And a little area for the coat closet, kind of put your stuff down, shoes, whatever. Back here, got a little brick patio and parking off of the alleyway. It's a shared parking with the neighbors. Yeah, isn't that cool, big? Just a neat doorknob. Let's go explore the basement. So this is the sewer stack. It is PVC plastic. Whew. That was loud. And it looks like, they probably replaced that, 15, 20 years ago, something like that. And we have an instant hot water tank down here that is operated by gas. It's very similar to the one I actually have in my own home. Very cool, great, love instant hot water tanks. They are more annoying to deal with in that you have to have a specialized plumber do any work on them and service them, and you should have them serviced every couple of years to make sure that you're not getting mineral deposits inside of the coil. 150 amp box, Romex coming out. All of that looks good. I have no idea why they cut this sewer line here. I don't know if they needed just to reroute things or if that was at one point the rainwater outside or something and they wanted to disconnect them. Could use a little bit of investigating, I guess. This is the crawl space that goes to that bathroom, and this is how they connected to the sewer. Oh, that looks good. I like that there's clean outs. You can see the old sewer line that they cut and took out. Furnace doesn't look brand new. Oh, here's a name. It says 2020. So yeah, 6 years old. It's not old, but it's not brand new. I'm not seeing any signs of asbestos in here yet. Not on the ductwork or the ground or anything like that. So that's great. And the joists all look pretty good. 1800s home, you can see how thick these things are. It's crazy. And the blocking all looks good. Cool. One thing to note is that the floor that you saw upstairs, that is the floor and subfloor that's made out of pine. It's just always going to have a little bit of creakiness to it. And if you sand it down too much, it's just going to go straight through. So you either replace it with all similar styles of pine, which is already very mismatched anyway. Like you have 6-inch planks, you have 4-inch planks, you have stuff that's clearly been cut for the ductworks of wood in this wall, like that probably was here. So it's all a little bit mismatchy, and then in the kitchen it's all 4-inch planks. Move to this interesting little platform. It's kind of narrow, where you either go up and over to this bedroom or to the back of the house. So let's go to the back first. Okay. We've got ceiling lights and some stained glass. You got the old terracotta pipe that's exposed. Still pine floors throughout, subway tile in the shower, clawfoot tub. This painting thing that's probably pretty old. We have this tiny little barn door that covers up the laundry that's stackable and the toilet. Just slides on its own to this point. That would be pretty annoying. I would level out this bar so that this thing doesn't do that. Because if you're sitting on the toilet and the door just keeps bonking into your knees. It's very cute, very big. A lot of the transitions are like half an inch off. So I bump my feet into them here and there. This is a little Juliet balcony that looks over to the garage. You can open up and get some nice wind flow. Also, just having this glass door, lots of good light. They kept the old hardware and replaced the door. But bright, light, nice. Little closet. In here, I don't know if you'd really ever want more than like a full-sized bed. This is kind of feels more like an office area to me, or like a guest room, something that you wouldn't put a ton of furniture into because it's on the smaller size. I think technically, if you really wanted to, you could put a queen off of this wall and maybe a nightstand on one side and still have a little bit of room to get to the closet, but you could not do 2 nightstands. Go back down and up. This was where there would have been a fuse box, and they cut it out and took it out. So now it's just a little nook. And for some reason, there's a little butter knife in there. National Geographic Society. Some cool old tile on this fireplace. Over here, you can see that the soffit here on these gutters, these are box gutters here, so they are starting to rot out, which could be a very expensive fix if it needs to be replaced for the roof, but we'll have to have a roofer go there and take a look and see what they think. Nice size closet. In this room, you could definitely fit a queen. I'm not sure where you would position, or you could put like a twin over here maybe. It's kind of like an awkward size, but it's a decent sized room. It's just how do you use it efficiently is the question. Then we have this nice big room over here with big windows and good light. Once again, a very cool fireplace, nice tile, original tile. Little original Pittsburgh closet that they added, little organizing shelves. Not a whole lot you can do with that, so then they bumped this out to give you a much better closet. It has the original closet inside it. Cute. Let's go up to the 3rd floor. Oops. Ooh, very tight little windy staircase. And very tilty. My goodness. Okay. Still have pine floors here. This is like the living room where they're all mismatched in sizes. I am 5'3", standing flat-footed. I can put my palm against the ceiling at the highest point, which you can see has, dormered windows. But, cool light. Could be a nice little space, especially for like a card game or something. Put a table up here. Or yoga studio. Quiet, relaxing room. Not really sure. Otherwise, it's good storage. But man, these steps are something. Would not want to go up and down these if I was tipsy. Especially with these triangular ones. Very shallow. Tight. Okay, well, that is 1202 James.